Hi everyone, it's Danny and today's video is going to be sort of an autumn switch ups video. So it's all the products that I introduce to my makeup routine, my skincare routine, my hair care routine and things like that when it gets to autumn to accommodate the colder weather. So I've got lots and lots of products to show you that I've been loving and that I think I will love throughout the autumn and winter. And stay tuned to the end of the video because there will also be a giveaway at the end of the video. I recently reached 10,000 subscribers and I've now actually hit 11,000, which is amazing and I'm so thankful for that. So to celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers I thought I would do a giveaway for you all, and there is going to be a fashion giveaway and a beauty giveaway, so there's two prizes to win. So that will be at the end of the video, but for now here are my autumn switch ups. Starting off with skincare, and I don't make all that many changes to my skincare routine because my skin is already kind of dehydrated, but it's usually mostly normal. But when it gets to sort of autumn winter it does go that little bit more dry, so I do have to include a few more hydrating products into my routine, and one place where I completely switch it up is with my cleansers. So I completely set aside my foaming cleansers and reach for creams and balm. The first one which I've been loving is the Superfacialist by Una Brennan Rose Hydrate Calming Creamy Cleanser, and that's a bit of a mouthful, but this cleanser is really lovely. It's just a really simple cream, it's nothing too extravagant, it doesn't have too much of a scent, it's just a subtle rose scent which is quite nice, and I just apply this to dry skin and massage it in and then wash it off with water as I would with a foaming cleanser, but it just obviously doesn't foam up. And when I use this it leaves my skin feeling really fresh and clean, but it doesn't feel dry or tight at all. It just feels like I've used a really lightweight balm but a little bit fresher. I tend to use this one in the morning because it does wake me up due to the fact I'm still using it with water, but it isn't as drying and it does leave my skin feeling quite soft. And the next one is one that I have had for quite a while, and I have been using it ever since I got it on and off, but I haven't ever really used it as much as I am using it now because my skin has just needed that little bit extra moisture. And it is the Emma Hardy Amazing Faced Natural Lift and Sculpt Moringa Cleansing Balm, and that's always a mouthful and I can never say it properly, but I do love this product all the same. It's just a really lovely, rich, hydrating balm, and it has a really lovely scent, and it's just such a pleasure to use. I apply this to dry skin like the other one and then remove it with a wet flannel, and it just removes all my makeup and leaves my skin feeling so hydrated and soft. And this one is a bit heavier than the cream obviously, which is why I prefer to use this one in the evening, but it is just so lovely to use and it leaves my skin feeling much more hydrated. And then other than that, skincare wise, things don't change all that much. I do ditch some of my more drying products and I do use a lot more radiance boosting products, but I use them all year round. I just amp up how much I use them. And I also use my Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask from Origins a lot more. I would say I use this sort of 3 times a week when my skin is feeling really dry, and it just really sorts it out and leaves my skin really glowing. And one product which I would say is a really great thing to add into your skincare routine for the autumn winter is an oil. I really love the Clarins Blue Orchid Face Treatment Oil, and this is the one for dehydrated skin, but I really love this because it just leaves my skin looking so glowing and plump and smooth and soft in the morning. And then next I'll do hair because I only have 2 hair care things, and the first thing is a newbie and it is the Living Proof Straight, and this is a styling hairspray. So I spray this into my hair in sections when it's dry before I straighten it, and it just helps my hair to straighten a lot quicker and easier, and it just leaves my hair frizz free and it stops it from going sort of frizzy and curly in the rain or the humidity or anything like that. And this is really important for me to use in the autumn winter because in the mornings it's always very wet in the air, which makes my hair very frizzy just before I've started my day, which is really annoying. So I do make sure to use this, and I haven't really straightened my hair since Saturday and it's now Tuesday and it's still completely frizz free and it stayed really straight, and I usually get a kink in the back of my hair by about the 2nd day since I washed it, and I have not got that since I've been using this. So I absolutely love it, and it's definitely one that I'm going to be using all year round, but especially in the autumn winter. And then the next thing is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray, and I love this all year round. It's such an amazing product for giving you volume and getting rid of any greasiness in your hair, but I especially love it in the autumn winter because I don't like to wear my extensions all too much in the autumn winter just because I'm far too lazy and it's far too cold for me to spend that much time bothering about my hair. I would rather just be curled up in bed or something like that. So I really love this because it just gives my hair a bit of volume and texture, so I don't have to worry too much about adding the length because it already looks quite nice when I use this. So I definitely recommend this if you feel like your hair's a bit limp and lifeless and boring without extensions, or when you've just straightened it and it's a bit flat or anything like that. So, as you probably know, I do like a radiant base all year round, so I haven't included any foundations or anything like that in this video because I just wear the same ones as I normally do. But I have included this, which is the Foundation Primer by Laura Mercier, and this is the Radiance version, and I really like this because it's just a really lovely warm champagne colour, so it just gives your skin a really lovely warm glow, which my skin really needs in the autumn winter because it just goes very sallow and dull and things like that, and it just needs a bit of a boost. So I really like this, and you can also use this sort of mixed in with your foundation to give it a bit of radiance, or use it on the high points of your face as a highlight. So I really love this, and it's such a good multi-use product, and it does help your makeup stay on a bit longer as well, which is good for my long days. Powders used to be a product which used to sort of mattify your skin and just keep your makeup in place, but now they can really add a lot of radiance to your skin, and I really love powders like that, and I do have three which I absolutely love. The first one is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and I have the shade Luminous Light, and I really love this for giving my skin a bit of a glow. And that is quite expensive, so I do have two cheaper alternatives. One's sort of half the price and one's sort of a quarter of the price, so there's definitely an option for everyone. And the first one, which I probably love the most out of the three to be honest, is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade, and this is just a really lovely sort of whitish shimmery powder, but it's not really shimmery, it just gives your skin a really lovely glow and sheen. You can use it as a highlight as well, but I don't really find it to be obvious enough. I do like quite a strong highlight, but I do really like this as an all over face powder. And then the even cheaper option is the Bourjois Java Rice Powder, and this is a new release. It's just a sort of powder which is kind of translucent. It does look very pink and shimmery in the pot, but when you apply it, it just sort of sets your makeup, and it's kind of translucent, but it does give your skin a bit of a sheen and a bit of a glow, and just gives it a bit of life. I do have it on now, if you can tell, and I really do like it. My favourite is definitely the MAC. I do love the Hourglass, but it is very expensive, so I don't like to use it all the time, and I do love the Bourjois. I just don't think it has as much of a glow as the MAC. But this would be a really good option for all skin types, I would say, because it does have that little bit less of a glow. It just sort of perks your skin up a little bit. And the next place where I change things up is with cheeks, and I do love my coral blushes, and I do wear them all year round, so I still love them, but they were in my summer edit, so I thought I would include some new blushes which I introduce for autumn. And I love sort of more pinky, plummy blushes in the autumn time, and I have three to show you. The first one is the one I'm wearing now, and it's MAC Breath of Plum, and it just looks like this. It's a really lovely sort of pink blush, but it does have a little bit of a purple tinge to it, which is really interesting, and I haven't really seen this in any other blushes, and I absolutely love it. It is quite subtle, but you can build it up like I have here, and it doesn't go sort of powdery or heavy or anything like that. So that's a really lovely one for sort of all skin colours, I'd say, because if you're very pale you can wear it as a wash, or if you do have darker skin you can build it up to be quite intense. And then the next one is a newbie, and this will be in my next video, which will be an American haul. It will have some other makeup from England in it, but mainly an American haul, and it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Natural Beauty. And this is a really lovely deep rosy colour, and it just gives a really lovely bitten look to your cheeks, and I absolutely love it. So if you can get hold of that, then definitely check it out. And then the final one is a cream blush for those of you that don't really like powders, and it is the Stila Convertible Colour in Rose. And this is one that I haven't worn all that much before because I got this in the middle of spring when it wasn't really very seasonally appropriate, but now it's absolutely perfect. It does look very dark and scary in the pan, but when applied it's very similar in colour to the Tarte blush. It just gives your cheeks a really lovely rosy bitten look. It's very much like if you've been slapped by the wind and your cheeks just go a little bit rosy red, and I just absolutely love it. And I do love cream blushes all year round, and it's really good if you have dry skin, because in the winter your skin can get very dry and powder blushes can look a bit cakey, so this is a really nice one to go for. And then finally, cheek wise, is highlights, and I do have quite a few highlighting products, but most of them are powders, and I do like to use sort of more creamier products in the winter because my skin can get that little bit more dry. So one that I've been loving is the Jouer highlighter, and this is a champagne shade. I think they only have one, but it's called Champagne, and this is just a really lovely, as the name suggests, champagne shade, and it's really like nice. It's very warm, but it's not too warm that it makes you look really golden and bronzed. It just gives you a little bit of a glow, and it's just really lovely, and it blends in really lovely with all my other makeup products. In autumn, I either like to go for a very simple eye with just mascara and then pair it with a dark bold lip, or I like to go for more of a smoky eye with a nude lip. So for eyes, I do have a few eyeshadow options to show you, and the first one is the Kat Von D eyeshadow palette in Saint, and I was going to include my Naked 2 palette because that is one that I reach for a lot more in the autumn, but you've probably all seen that before and want to hear about something new. So I thought I'd show you this palette, which is absolutely lovely, and it just has some really lovely everyday shades. It's got some darker colours but some lighter colours too, so it'll be really great to apply a wash all over the lid so that it perks on my eyes a little bit if I'm wearing a dark lip, or I can create a smoky eye with this palette if I want to have more of a smoky eye paired with a nude lip. So I really do love this, and it comes with an eyeliner as well, which is great, so I can tell I'm definitely going to be using that a lot this autumn. And then I also really love wearing cream eyeshadows because they're just so easy to apply, but they do give your eyes a lot of dimension and colour. So I have two to show you. The first one is Eclair by MAC. This is one of their Pro Longwear paint pots. This was limited edition, but I think they do a similar one. I'm not sure what it's called, but if I remember I'll list it in the down bar. And I really love this because it's just a really lovely warm bronzy colour, and it just really adds a lot of dimension to the eyes. It almost creates a smoky eye on its own, which is amazing, so I absolutely love that, and it's just really great to give your eyes a bit of a smoky eye look without having to bother too much. And then the next one is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Permanent Taupe, and I really love the shade On and On Bronze, but that's quite similar to the MAC paint pot I just showed you, so I thought I'd show you this shade, which is just a really lovely grey taupe colour, and it just adds a really nice wash of colour to the lids. I'm wearing it now, if you can tell at all, and I just absolutely love it. It's really nice paired with a more berry lip, just to give you a little bit of something on the eyes so they're not too plain. Okay, so that's the eyes done, and then the next sort of face makeup category is lips, and I have quite a few to show you because I love lipstick and it's one of my favourite makeup bits to experiment with. In the autumn, I really like sort of deep berry lips and purpley lips, but I also really like nudes to pair with my smoky eyes. So starting off with the nudes, I really love MAC Freckle Tone, and this is just a really sheer peachy nude, and I think it looks really nice paired with any sort of toned smoky eye. It looks really nice with greens, with browns, with blacks, with purples, so I really love this, and this is one that I sort of keep in my bag if I just want to perk up my lips a little bit. The next lipstick I have to show you is the one I'm wearing now, and it's called Plumful. It's just a really lovely pinky purple shade. You can obviously see it on my lips what it looks like, and it's just really lovely because it's so easy to throw on because of the fact it is quite sheer. It's a luster finish, so it does have a really nice sheen, and I just really love these because they're quite moisturising and my lips do get very dry in the autumn. And then the final three are more bold, and the first one is the one that I used in my drugstore autumn makeup tutorial, and it's one of the Rimmel Moisture and You lipsticks, and this is the shade Dark Night Water Loops, and it's just a really lovely dark purpley berry colour, and I absolutely love it. It's so pigmented, and it has a really lovely sheen, so it makes your lips look really full and lovely, so I really love this. And then the next one is MAC's Rebel lipstick. It's a little bit less bold than the Rimmel one. It's sort of on the same shade line though. It is a sort of purpley colour, but this one's a little bit more pink. This is it swatched. As you can see, it is really bold still, but not quite as opaque and pigmented, so it's a really lovely one if you don't want your lips to stand out too much, but you do still want them to be sort of the focus of your makeup look. And then the final one is a new one from NARS which I picked up, and it's one of their pure matte lipsticks, and it's in the shade Vulgar. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this because of how dark it is in the tube, but this is it swatched here. It's sort of a purpley winey shade which I absolutely love, and it gives your lips a really nice matte finish, but it isn't too drying. It does have a really subtle sheen to it, which is really nice. And then finally onto nails. I'm not a big nail varnish wearer. I do only paint my nails probably every other week or so. Sometimes I can go as long as a month without painting them, but there are a few colours which I really have been loving and that I will be wearing a lot in the autumn, and there are a few colours from Essie that I still want to pick up. So if I find any new shades that I really like for the autumn, then I might do a autumn nails post, but for now I'll just include these. And the first one is from Maybelline, and it's one of their Forever Strong Super Stay gel nail colours that are meant to last 7 days. I don't think they do last 7 days, but they're really easy to apply and they do have some really lovely shades. This is the colour Midnight Red, and I really love this colour. It's just a really deep wine colour, and it isn't as dark as some, but I really do like it. It's just a really lovely alternative to red for the autumn. And then the final one isn't really a very autumny shade, but I love it all the same, and it is Essie Ballet Slippers, I believe, and this is just a really lovely sheer cream colour which you just apply to your nails, and it just makes them look kind of done without having to bother too much. And I just really like that because I like to wear quite simple outfits, and sometimes I don't really like wearing nail polish that will distract away from it, so this is just really nice to paint on my nails to make them look a little bit less plain. Okay, so that's all of my autumn switch ups. I can tell that I'm going to be loving these products for the rest of autumn and winter, and I have been loving some of them already, and some of them I just can't wait to use a lot more. And so yeah, now time for the giveaway, which I'm doing to celebrate reaching 10,000 subscribers, which I'm so happy about. I can't believe I reached it so quickly. I was about 1,000 away, and I gained that 1,000 in under a month, and so I really wanted to do this giveaway. I'm doing this giveaway in collaboration with Leanne Lynn Walker. You may have heard of her. She has a YouTube channel and a blog, which I will link down below, and she's just really lovely. Her blog is just amazing. She dresses so well, and her posts are so well written, and her photography is great. She works for Love Clothing as a photographer, which just proves how good she is at her photography. So I definitely recommend checking out her blog and her YouTube. Okay, so now on to the prizes. There's going to be two prizes. One of the prizes is a fashion prize, which is going to be £50 worth of Cryptic Cult clothing, which is my clothing line, and I just really wanted to give something back to everyone who has supported it and supported my channel. So for that, you'll basically win a sort of gift voucher which you can spend as you please on the site. I didn't really want to choose specific products because I didn't know whether a girl or a boy would win and what you would like and what your size would be and everything like that. So it's just a lot easier if you choose, so you can choose something that you really like. And then the other prize is a makeup prize where you'll win £50 worth of makeup, and I'll show you what you'll win now. The first thing is something which I absolutely love and I really want to keep for myself. I might even just buy another one for myself. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lavish palette, and this is an eyeshadow palette, but it also comes with sort of brow products, and I absolutely love it. I'll show you inside. This won't be used at all, it's just open so I can show you. And so it comes with the palette, which is in this bit, and you pull it out and all of the colours are on here, and there are some really lovely colours. Obviously I don't want to touch it, but you'll be able to look online for swatches, and it just has some really lovely burgundy colours, some bronzy colours, some greeny colours and things like that. There's eyeshadows for sort of every makeup look you'll want to create, and it also comes with a booklet which does show you some eyeshadow looks, so it's really easy. And then in the bottom there's a mirror here, and then in the bottom there's some tweezers, an eyebrow pencil, an eyeliner and an eyeshadow brush, which is just so handy. And this would just be great for travelling because you have sort of everything you need in there for your eyes, and then you just need to bring sort of your face makeup and any lipsticks and blushes. Along with the eyeshadow palette, you will receive a sleek blush in the shade Coral. Again, this is completely unused, but as it doesn't have any plastic packaging, I can open it up to show you. And this is just a really lovely coral shade. It looks quite dark in the pan, but sleek blushes are really good because you can sort of sheer them out, or you can build them up quite a lot for darker skin tones. So that's really great, and this will be great for sort of anyone and everyone. I think Coral literally suits about everyone that tries it. And then the next thing is a lipstick from Topshop, which I absolutely love. This is very similar to some of the berry shades which I own, which I love, and it's in the shade Inhibition, and this shade is a lot different from some berry shades because it is that little bit more purpley pinky rather than reddy, which I think is really nice, and it means that it can be worn sort of all year round rather than just in the autumn, so I really love that. And that's completely untouched and unopened as well. They just don't have seals, so it's easy for me just to show you the colours in the tube. And then the final two things were things that were featured in this video, and the first one is the Bourjois Java Rice Powder, and I just absolutely love this, and I think a lot of people would benefit from having this in their collection. And then finally is the Maybelline Nail Varnish that I mentioned in the shade Midnight Red, and I absolutely love this, and I think it's a shade that a lot of people will love. So yeah, that's it for the prizes. All the rules will be listed in the down bar. You have 3 chances to enter. You can enter on my YouTube video in the comments, on Leanne's YouTube video in the comments, and also on either of our blogs. I don't think you'll be able to enter on both of our blogs because it'll be the same little giveaway thing, but you can enter on one of them too. So you have 3 chances to enter. You can only enter for either the fashion prize or the beauty prize on each video, so if you want to enter for both, then you'll have to enter for the fashion one on one video and the beauty one on the other video. And anyway, the full rules will be listed in the down bar so you can read it properly and completely understand. The giveaway will close in 3 weeks' time, so you have plenty of time to enter, and make sure to share this around with all of your friends so that they can enter if they'd be interested. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you loved the giveaway as well. I wish I could give something away to all of you to say thank you, but obviously I can't. So I hope this is a nice prize for you all. So yeah, anyway, again, thanks for watching. Subscribe to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!